Hello, friends. Today, we have a very special story for you, The Fox and the Grapes. This is a short, easy-to-understand story full of important lessons for our lives. We will learn about persistence, determination, and how to always try again when something seems difficult. It's a great opportunity to practice your English with simple sentences and easy words. So, get ready to listen and learn. Let's get started. Once upon a time, there was a fox who lived in the forest. She was clever, fast, and very curious. On a hot summer day, the fox was very hungry. She had spent the whole morning looking for food, but she still hadn't found anything to eat. She felt her stomach growling and was starting to get impatient. The fox kept walking through the forest, looking around and sniffing the air, hoping to find something tasty to fill her belly. She knew she needed to be quick, because the sun was getting hotter, and she wanted to find food before it became too hot. As she walked, the fox thought about how hard it was to find food in the forest. But she wasn't going to give up. I am a clever fox, she thought. I'm sure I'll find something good to eat today. As the fox walked through the forest, she suddenly spotted something that caught her attention. On a tall tree, there was a vine full of juicy purple grapes. The grapes sparkled in the sun, they looked fresh and sweet. The fox felt her mouth water just looking at them. Those grapes look delicious, thought the fox. If I can get them, I'll finally satisfy my hunger. She felt a wave of hope and became excited. The grapes seemed to be exactly what she was looking for. But there was a problem. The grapes were hanging very high, out of her reach. The fox knew she would have to jump to get them. Determined, she prepared for her first attempt. I am a strong fox, she thought. I can do it. The fox looked up at the grapes and took a deep breath. She got ready, took a few steps back, and then ran forward with all her might. When she got close to the vine, the fox jumped as high as she could, stretching her paws toward the grapes. But, unfortunately, she couldn't reach them. The grapes were too high. The fox fell back to the ground, feeling a bit frustrated. These grapes are higher than I thought, she muttered to herself. But the fox didn't want to give up so easily. Maybe I just need to jump higher, thought the fox. She knew she was clever and persistent. With a gleam of determination in her eyes, the fox prepared to try again. The fox stepped back again, ready to try again. This time, she thought of running even faster and using more strength in her jump. She took a deep breath, ran toward the vine, and jumped as high as she could. But, once again, she couldn't reach the grapes. Her paws touched only the empty air, and she fell back to the ground. The fox felt her heart beating fast, now with a mix of exhaustion and frustration. She looked at the grapes swaying up high, far out of her reach. Why is it so hard? The fox asked herself. She started to feel that maybe getting those grapes wasn't as easy as she thought. But the fox still didn't want to give up. I will try one more time, she decided. She knew she needed to focus and give her best in the next attempt. Determination still shined in the fox's eyes, but she was starting to feel tired. Even so, she prepared to try one last time. This time, I'll make it, she thought. She backed up as far as she could, took a deep breath, and ran with all her speed toward the vine. The fox jumped with all her strength, stretching her paws as high as she could. But despite all her effort, the grapes remained out of reach. Once again, the fox fell to the ground, now even more tired and discouraged. She lay there for a few seconds, feeling the weight of disappointment. "Why can't I do it?" she thought. Her paws were aching, and she felt like she had used up all her energy. Hunger and tiredness now mixed with the feeling of failure. The fox began to realize that maybe she wouldn't be able to get the grapes, no matter how hard she tried. She slowly got up, looking at the grapes with a mix of sadness and frustration. Tired and frustrated, the fox decided it wasn't worth trying to get the grapes anymore. Her muscles ached, and her energy was running out. She looked at the grapes one last time and, with a tone of disdain, said, "Those grapes are probably green and sour. I don't even want to eat them." Saying this, the fox turned her back to the vine and started to walk away, trying to keep her head high. She wanted to appear confident, as if she had decided that the grapes weren't worth the effort. As she walked, she kept repeating to herself, "The grapes aren't good anyway." Deep down, though, the fox knew she was giving up because she couldn't reach them, and this made her a bit sad. But, too proud to admit her failure, the fox kept walking, trying to convince herself that she really didn't want the grapes. And so, she walked away, without getting what she desired. The fox walked away, trying to forget the grapes she couldn't get. As she walked, she began to realize that maybe she was fooling herself by saying the grapes weren't good. Deep down, she knew the grapes looked delicious, but her pride kept her from admitting the truth. This story teaches us an important lesson. When we can't get something we want, it's easy to say it's not worth it. But, in reality, giving up is not the solution. We need to remember that if something is important to us, we should keep trying, even when it's difficult. The fox could have rested and tried again, or thought of other ways to reach the grapes. The important thing is not to give up at the first obstacle or the second. Persistence and determination are the way to achieve our goals. So, the lesson from the fox is clear: don't give up just because something seems impossible at first. Keep trying, learn from each attempt, and who knows, you might achieve what you want with effort and creativity. And so, the fox went on her way, determined never to give up so easily again, knowing that one day, she would be able to reach all the grapes she wanted. Thank you for watching the story of the fox and the grapes with us. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something valuable today. Remember, never give up at the first obstacle, always try again and learn from each experience. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the Hello My Friend channel for more stories and English lessons. And we would love to hear your suggestions for future videos, so leave your comments below. See you in the next video, and keep practicing your English every day.